In this video, we explore 20 surreal estates from around the world. Enjoy the video.
This home looks like the International Space Station crash-landed on the Californian coastline. Built by an avant-garde architect, Ed Niles, the Milton Sydney home in Malibu is two separate structures connected by a sky bridge. With curved steel and big glass windows throughout, the 360-degree views can be overwhelming. The first building has a living room, kitchen, and underground garage. Down the sky bridge, and the second half of the house is oriented around a central hallway, with pod rooms splitting off either side. If you have a fear of all things that slither, you're going to want to skip this next house. Just north of Mexico City is the Snake House, a surreal piece of architecture that you can book for yourself. From the outside, psychedelic scales cover the snake's body as it dives in and out of the earth. Architect Javier Senosiain even included a tail and intricately decorated head for his snake masterpiece. Inside the sprawling ferro-concrete structure are 10 separate luxury apartments, so you can know how it feels to be eaten alive. It might look like a post-apocalyptic hunting cabin, but underneath the massive cedar boards is an absolute time capsule of quirky 1960s architecture. Built by Herb Greene and inspired by Frank Lloyd Wright's organic architecture principle, the Prairie House's asymmetric design was implemented to reduce the impact of powerful westerly winds. It features 2 bedrooms over 3 floors, winding hallways, and a living space at the top accessible by a ladder. This space opens up to a massive bay window to watch the sun setting over the Oklahoma prairie. Perched high overlooking a disused slate quarry on Britain's North Cornwall coast is the Kudva, a wilderness cabin with a difference. Coming from the Cornish word for hideout, the Kudva was designed to give residents a uniquely elevated perspective over the landscape. Built from insulated pine panels, galvanized steel, and an EDPM rubber membrane covering, the Kudva cabins are durable, easy to assemble, and energy efficient. The Kudva truly are off-grid though. The cabins have no plumbing or power. It's just you and nature. Quite literally called the Invisible House, Casa Invisibile is the ultimate choice in discreet, prefabricated housing. Under the right conditions, the reflective, almost mirror-like facade makes the home disappear into the background. It makes for a spectacular optical illusion no matter what time of day. The prefabricated timber interior follows an open layout with unlimited customization options. And the best part? The whole home can be disassembled and put on the back of a truck for transport. With skyrocketing real estate prices, you have to get creative with your space. That's the only explanation for the world's narrowest house, sandwiched between 2 buildings in Warsaw, Poland. Keret House is a claustrophobic nightmare at only 36 inches wide at its narrowest point. Despite the cramped conditions, architect Jakub Szczesny has fit a bedroom, kitchen, bathroom, and living room inside the triangular-shaped building. From the front of this modest Melbourne home, there's no hint of the quirky extravagance behind the front door. Step inside, and you'll notice 3 distinct areas. New bedrooms and bathrooms are in the front section. Then you come into the red kitchen that opens into a cloud-shaped dining and entertainment area. Out in the rear backyard and pool area, the full extent of the dramatic architecture becomes apparent, as does its name, the Cloud House. Inspired by and dedicated to the memory of Helen Keller, the Reversible Destiny Lofts in Tokyo are an eye-catching addition to the streets of Japan. Utilizing 3 shapes, a cube, sphere, and tube, architects Arakawa and Madeline Jins completed this 9-apartment complex in 2005. The similarity to a children's playground only increases once you step inside. Spherical walls, confusing ladders, and a painting scheme of over 14 colors make up this Technicolor madhouse. Built by the late Zaha Hadid, the Capitol Hill residence in Moscow is the only private residence ever designed and completed by the legendary architect. Looking like a half-buried Imperial Star Destroyer, the top section of this home sits 72 feet above the house, way above the surrounding birch trees for uninterrupted views. Inside the massive residence, you'll find entertainment spaces, an indoor swimming pool, fitness and massage areas, a sauna and Turkish bath, as well as guest rooms and exterior terraces. From the outside, Nautilus looks like a psychedelic homage to seashells. Still, once you step through the stained glass doors, you truly get a glimpse into architect Javier Senosiain's creative mind. A carpet of grass and ferns runs throughout the whimsical property, while curved walls give the various bedrooms a sense of privacy without needing doors. Past the great room and up the spiral staircase, you'll find a TV room, bathrooms, studio space, and plenty of natural light from the many circular portholes. Located on 54 acres of rolling Connecticut wilderness, this house is as much of an art statement as it is a place to live. It's called the 1836-54 house, taking its name from its construction design rules. It features a continuously folding ribbon structure consisting of 18 planes, 36 points, and 54 lines. From the outside, large reflective copper panels give the home an eerie yet futuristic feel. Inside, the owners have opted for warm oak planks for the ceiling, walls, and furniture. No matter which way you look, large windows provide unimpeded views of the world outside. Penthouses aren't a new concept, but this hidden New York residence has a surprise to bring out your inner child. The Skyhouse is accessed by a private elevator and stairwell, occupying the top 4 floors of a Manhattan skyscraper. Once inside, this penthouse boasts 2 bedrooms, a massive living room, and even a climbing wall up to the 3rd-level terrace. But the home's true draw card is a spiraling tube slide made from mirror-polished stainless steel. And riders can grab a cashmere blanket and slide from the attic down to the front entrance. If you've ever stared at the Penrose Steps illusion and scratched your head, The S-House in Saitama, Japan might elicit some of the same feelings. Like a 4-story glass car park, the S-House features 4 levels split down the middle and segmented with confusing staircases. Traveling from one end to the other isn't a matter of walking a straight line. It's a complex maze that requires time and a lot of patience. They call it the ultimate bachelor pad. But does that come with the territory of being a die-hard Star Wars fan, or is it just a coincidence? With a price tag of $3.7 million, this Imperial-themed mansion named Darth Vader House has everything a family of stormtroopers could want. While the entry may look dark and foreboding, the house's rear opens into huge observatory-style windows, flooding the home with light. Inside, a pair of staircases give the main living space the feel of being aboard the bridge of a Star Destroyer. The opulent yet menacing theme continues throughout the house, with granite benchtops, futuristic LED lighting, and jagged steps all accentuating the look. When planning the Letterbox House, Australian architect firm McBride Charles Ryan wanted to create a property with the smallest front facade possible. So, they began with the letterbox. From there, this dramatic house opens to a massive 4-bedroom, 2-story home with multiple living and entertainment spaces. It isn't easy to appreciate from the outside, but once inside, the actual scale of the Letterbox House becomes obvious. Located in Melbourne, Australia, the Klein House is Rob McBride's way of taking a theoretically impossible shape and turning it into a livable residence. In mathematics, a Klein bottle is a shape that folds in on itself, creating a space with no distinct inner or outer sides. The Klein House achieves this with a complex spiral shell design made from cement sheeting and timber stud frames. Despite the dark palette on the outside, a spacious central light well bathes the entire home in sunlight. Bold, dramatic, and able to be built anywhere in the world, the villa is part of Studio Libeskind's signature series. The exterior mainly comprises standing seam zinc or aluminum panels with rainwater harvesting and solar power generating capabilities. Insulation includes heat and noise, with this kit home being able to pass the energy efficiency standards of most developed countries. Owners enjoy 4 bedrooms, 4 bathrooms, a kitchen, a large grand room, a 13-foot tall rain shower, a basement sauna, a fireplace room, and a wine cellar. Fancy a cup of tea? Well, for about $400 a night, you can stay in the Kettle itself. Located in Galveston, Texas, this unique building has been a tourist attraction and a popular Airbnb home for years. Originally built as a steel storage tank back in 1960, a series of renovations turned it into a livable home. Complete with 2 bedrooms, a modern bathroom, an open-plan kitchen and dining room, as well as indoor and outdoor entertaining areas for a cup of tea with friends.
In another galaxy not so far away, Moonwon, a visionary design company in South Korea, crafted the Star Wars house. This whimsical dwelling combines the power of the Force with modern comforts, creating a unique living space for a family of 4. Built on a modest budget, this extraordinary abode radiates fun and offers practicality for everyday living. Brought to life in 2013, the Star Wars house captures the essence of George Lucas's iconic universe. Despite its unconventional layout, the interior is cozy and functional, with a total floor space of 1,400 square feet. Featuring wood finishes, traditional white walls, and large windows that provide natural sunlight. Spread across 3 stories, the Star Wars house accommodates bedrooms, restrooms, and a well-equipped kitchen on the main floor. The 3rd level is a haven for younglings, with a hidden play area accessed through a secret door in the bookshelf. Here, they can unleash their imagination learning the Jedi mind trick. The Star Wars house was built on a budget of $192,000, proving that captivating and practical homes can be achieved without breaking the bank.
Set on Lake Rupanco's eastern bank, the Apus Kankay house employs its unique shape to protect residents from Patagonia's harsh weather. Designed as a pavilion with adaptable spaces, the project aimed to create a versatile gathering space for family life. The ground floor features a double hearth with a grill and chimney serving as a barbecue area, living room, and dining room. The 2nd level houses a multi-purpose space that can double as a bedroom. The building's form, made of corten steel, shields against changing weather conditions, blocking the icy south wind in summer and the northern winter winds. It also covers the outdoor patio, safeguarding it from rain and sun.